Hey guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. So, congratulations to Debbie Davis. Um, I don't think she won. I don't think she's the prosecutor yet, Kelly. I think that was just the primary. So, the Republicans have a primary race to see who they're going to put forth as their nominee. The Democrats have a primary to see who they're going to put forth as their nominee. Um, and then I think in November they have the actual election to see who wins. I might be wrong. Maybe it's different there. Um, but I think that yeah, there wouldn't be any Democrats in a Republican primary. It would just be Republicans. They're pulling their best resources together, and they're voting on who they're going to pick as the one they're putting forward. So I'm just really, I was just really happy that she got this far. She's so great, and she has beautiful, beautiful, beautiful goats. Sandra, I wasn't. I think I was like 2 minutes late. That's okay. You know what? Who cares about the clock? Oh, there was no Democratic primary at all? So she will go. She'll get the job. Debbie Davis, you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it, girl. We see you. We watch you. Oh, oh, I'm so upset. I'm so jealous. Could you imagine being able to have a crappy ass boss who makes you resign and then beat his ass in a primary? Ooh, yes. I wanna do that. I wanna go get a job where I can do that because I wanna do that. I bet that felt good. So I'm watching an Instagram site right now, guys. Watching an Instagram site called Mama on the Move Long Island. All right. So they're from Long Island and they come in the Big Dog once a year. So they've come 4 times so far because we've been open 4 years. And since they've come, they've started to become this content creator on Instagram, which I never ever get on. So she came in Sunday. I was the only server on. It was a big group of them from Long Island, like 9 of them. Um, I love the way Long Island people go out to eat. They all sit down, they all start shouting drinks at you as well as appetizer orders. So, like 9 of them ordered drinks, but the way they ordered drinks, it turned out to be 20 actual cups, okay? Because some ordered flights. A flight of beer is like it's like 4 little ones that equal 1. So you can taste 4 different flavors of beer. So they're like 5 ounces each, right? So a couple of them ordered flights, others ordered regular, they all ordered waters, then kids cups and blah blah blah. And they're shouting appetizers at me. And you know, it's so crazy when they order because, I throw everything in as quick as I can. The appetizers come out before I'm finished getting all the drinks out because really nobody can carry 20 drinks to the table at one time. Nope, they can't. Okay, you could if you had those mugs. I could carry a 20 if I had those mugs with handles. None of my glasses have handles. So, and those little stupid flights take for freaking ever. You got to write the names on the board. It's just, anyway, but they're fun. I love them. So, he came in on Sunday. They ordered, and then half of them ordered their meals while the other ones were still talking and talking and laughing and talking. And then the kids wanted this food, and then they didn't like this food, so they had to reorder food for the kids, and then the other half ordered, and they're all drinking, 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 and the food is going, you know, into the carpet, and you can't see what I see. So here's their site, Mama on the Move, Long Island, on Instagram. Okay, so they went around the restaurants, took all these pictures and everything, and it's not up yet. They're not up yet. How long does it take? They're just, come on now. It's what is today? I don't even know what day it's Tuesday. They had time. Where's my pictures? So I've been so excited watching this darn Instagram site, waiting. But don't worry, I'm going to show you again when it comes up. Okay. I don't I I have so much to show you today that we won't be able to see everything. And I don't know what to start with because it's all I want to start with the neighbors. I just have to make sure I have the right clip because one is very loud and one isn't okay. This is the right clip. I almost played you guys the wrong clip. All right. These are neighbors at war. Let's start today. It's still Tuesday, Kelly. Don't be ridiculous. He fixes it. So we do have to deal with an annoying microphone for a bit. He fixes it. You can hear the neighbors perfectly. You can hear everybody else perfectly. It's just the judge that goes in and out. But soon, not very soon, he pulls the microphone closer.
Yes, sir.
Do you want me to give you a summary of what led up to it?
Looks like a Catholic church.
We're there? Okay, me and my wife was out in our side yard burning pine cones, limbs, and pine straw. She pulls up, "You liars, you liars, you liars, you going to hell, you going to hell." And she drove off and kept hollering all the way in front of my daughter's house and was hollering that too. And she had done stopped down there taking pictures of her house. So she come back by hollering again. Same thing, she pulls behind her house, hollering, and Mr. Cheney, she went hollering at him that time. And then she come back, she come pulling out again, and we were still there burning. And she said, "You liars." She looked at me. I'm not gonna say what she said, but
Pull-out game is strong, girls.
I'll tell you the initials, UMF. And she drove off. Right. That's what I put in there.
And a lot of hand gestures,
Yeah,
too.
a lot of birds being shot. Did she at any time? No, sir. Where's the shoe? From a car. From a car. Public
Yes.
road.
You had any actions like that?
Nothing except allegations.
I presume, I know.
He fixes it. I promise. I promise.
What about?
We live across the road from her.
So that day, or what they're talking about as far as me taking pictures, I was actually taking pictures of their trash because they've been illegally burning their household trash. And my
Kinky.
family's sick now. My 2-year-old son has leukemia. I developed a really bad hive condition since I've lived here. My face swells. I break out in welts, and I have pictures of what my body looks like, of my face swelling. I have pictures of the burnt trash that they hauled off. They filed this report in retaliation to my complaint to the Environmental Protection Agency for them burning their household trash.
What, if anything, does that do with you making threats or statements with them?
As far as what threat?
He said, what, if anything, does that have to do with you making threats that make them, I think, feel unsafe?
You asked, they said that I was taking pictures. What was your question?
Well, the question was,
Did I threaten them? No.
here's the
Mhm.
burning or
Yeah,
the only issue before you took any action.
absolutely
I'm not here to worry about the burning. I'm here to worry about you taking action against them.
not. Absolutely not. I did not do that.
Well, let me ask you, Mr. Heath states that you drove by and they
Mhm.
statements you denied.
They waved at me. So I rolled down my window and I said, "Do you know where liars end up?" That's what I said to them. And I have on my disc, Mr. Heath coming on to trespassing onto my property, calling me a chicken, trying to lure me out of my house. And I have him saying that he never stalked me, but he will start stalking me. I have security camera
All liars end up dating me.
footage of all of this, of
Sorry.
Mr. Heath's actions throughout the past, a couple weeks prior to him filing this frivolous complaint. So it's all on here if you'd like to look at it. It's all on this disc if you'd like to look at it. I brought it. I have security camera footage.
Can I
And
speak?
he walked up to my Ring camera and said, "She's too chicken to come out." This was 3 weeks prior to him filing this report. I don't have the exact date, but it's on my security camera footage. It will show the date of when he was doing all this stuff. He was trespassing, threatening me, calling me a heifer. So he's done a lot of provoking. So that day, when they waved at me, I did roll down my window and I said, "Do you know where liars end up?" And that is all I said. And then I drove off. And when I returned, because, I have to pass their house to get to my driveway. And when I returned, I didn't say anything to them. I went in my house, got my coupon. I was getting a Home Depot coupon. I got it and I left. And that was it. That's all that happened that day. All I remember saying that day was asking them, "Do you know where liars end up?" I don't recall saying anything that he's.
Well, I'm sure you recall, that's not exactly what I asked you.
No.
Okay, being she brought that up, I did not trespass because her fence comes to the county line. I stood at the fence. I said, "Would you please come move this car out of the road?" FedEx come down and tore my fence down because
I remember that car got.
yes, it got towed because she wouldn't come out. And I told my wife, I said, "She must be chicken to come out." And I did call her a heifer. I do not deny that.
So that was at the gate.
No, it was on my land when I said heifer.
She did go to the gate.
I did go to the gate and asked her to come move the car. I did not go on her land.
That is my property. My gate is on my property.
Just because I touch it don't mean I go.
So do I. I do. Any minute he fixes it.
Yeah, but I don't know what you're talking about.
You got the paperwork from the sheriff's office for the petition that Ms. Brock filed against you. All right. I'm looking at that now. In paragraph 3, she makes certain allegations about being in June of 2023, and it's a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm just here today to hear your side of the story. So what do you want to tell me about the allegations that she has made against you, Mr. Cheney?
Could I give you these 2 papers
Well, I only have one here in front of me, but
to read?
in paragraph 3, she states that in June, starting in June of 2023 until the present date, that you purposely shoot your guns towards her property. So let's just take them one at a time. What about that?
That's untrue. I was in the military back in '70, and I know which way to point the gun. I show my grandsons which way to point the gun. We got over 100 yards we can shoot.
You all live out in the county, correct?
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
In a residential.
Hold on, Ms. Brock. I'm gonna come back to you. So,
Apologies.
Mr. Cheney, you say when you shoot your guns, they're not towards her property. Is that what you're telling me?
absolutely, never.
All right, next, she alleges that you drive recklessly in your truck in front of her house and spins his truck tires, hides in different areas of your yard to watch and take pictures of her and her children. What about that?
As far as spinning the tires, I did a little because my foot slipped off the brake. And as far as taking pictures of her kids, there's no way. You know, there's enough people in Georgia that know me.
Well, let's don't get into all that. Just answer my questions and we'll get through this a lot quicker. So you deny that as well.
Right.
And then says she alleges that you threw barbed wire on the fence. Now, you two share a common fence line, is that correct? Is the fence yours or hers?
It's with her property.
It's on her property. Okay, well, she says you threw something on the fence without her permission.
No, that's untrue.
Okay. Let me go on a little further here. Okay, she states that she's in fear of her children. All right, Mr. Cheney, in your opinion, have you done anything to intimidate, harass, bother, or put her or her young children in any fear of their safety?
No, I haven't. As far as stalking, she's untrue too.
Well, that's the definition of stalking. But what else do you want to tell me, Mr. Cheney?
I got these papers, if you'll,
What papers? Just tell me what it is.
about when we moved here, what all happened.
Okay, well, just tell me, I'm not sure what you got there, but just tell me, whatever it is you want to tell me, now's the time.
Well, could my daughter talk? Could I get flustered?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to keep it as low key and not adversarial. I just want to have a conversation with you, Mr. Brock. I mean, just what do you want to tell me?
I'd like you to read this.
All right, hand it up.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Let me see
He
what we
called
got.
her a heifer. Okay. It's probably just a long recipe for brownies with pralines. Bill has fallen asleep. Wake him up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
All right, can you hand this to Ms. Brock, please? Ms. Brock, I don't know if you've seen this, but I'm going to give you the opportunity to read it.
Okay, and I have some
Yeah, I'm coming to you in just a moment.
documents too. Thank you. This unit, okay.
This is a valid question she has. If a lawyer asked it, it would be valid.
Who's writing this?
Ma'am?
Who wrote this? I don't know where this is. It doesn't say who's writing this. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Do you know who wrote this?
Well, I'm just showing it to you, Mrs. I reviewed it. I wanted you to give the opportunity to you
Okay.
to review it as well, Ms.
Yeah, but
Brock.
I'm
So
just
what do
trying
you
to
want to say about any of those allegations?
Is it Larry writing this?
Well, what do you want to tell me, Ms. Brock?
What? Property value down. That's not true. So I don't really have anything. I don't really.
Well,
have
I figured
anything to
you
say
just
about-
generally going to deny it all. I understand that. But what else
I'm
do you
not
want
going
to
to
tell me?
deny it all. That's not true.
All right, well, go ahead, Ms. Brock. What do you want to tell me?
I want to present the letter that, from the appliance repairman,
From the who?
an appliance repairman that came to my house
All right, what is,
describing
just give me
how
the
they were
gist of it.
shooting the guns towards my driveway. And this is a letter from my own 12-year-old child.
All right, let me take a look at it.
And this is these are the pictures that show, and the top picture is his son, Larry, that was driving by the house. Yeah, I'm not going to deny that I had to put tarps up because my family is being stalked and harassed. So yes, I had to put tarps on my fence.
Well, Ms. Brock, are you telling me that any of either the Heaths or Mr. Cheney, did they ever come onto your property?
He will get as close
Is
as
this a
he can.
yes or no, ma'am? Yes or no?
No, not on my property.
All right.
Well, Mr. Heath did, yes, that one day.
When he
But
came to the gate?
When he came on my property as close as he could to the gate. But Mr. Cheney has never, that I have gotten on camera, but my zip ties on my tarp were cut. There's a lot of other things that I do not have video
Patty,
footage of
thank
because
you.
I didn't get the
Thank
cameras
you.
until 2 months ago. So all of the evidence that I have now on security footage was within the last 2 months because a lot of the actions that they did was almost over a year ago and I didn't have a camera at the time. So my zip ties were being cut on my tarps. And I have the right to put up privacy fence covers if I'm being stalked.
You absolutely do.
And I do not want my young children, my 12-year-old and my 2-year-old child being watched by people who have had a criminal history of the same behavior.
Why you say that? How do you know that?
His son already has a court case for aggravated menacing in the state of Ohio. And there's actually a picture right here of his son who lives there. So I've seen his son in the truck. And he drives up and down. He does it on his tractor.
I'm going to ask you one more time, Ms. Brock. Has anybody ever come onto your
Mr.
property?
Heath did. Yes, he did.
Who did?
Mr. Heath.
At the gate, what about the ring camera?
Yes.
Which he denies. Okay.
Mhm.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
And ask Mr. Solomon where that gate's at. It is on, right there at county property.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
through
aware.
county property.
He did not go inside the fence. He asked her to come out. She refused to come out. So we called the boss to come.
Your ring camera is at the gate or at the door, your house?
Up against my fence.
Up against the fence. Okay.
Because in one of the pictures, it shows where the property line is.
Well, I don't know where the property line is, and I doubt there's surveyor flags out there to show where it is, and I'm not going to try to make that determination today as to where it is or where it isn't. When your car got towed, Ms. Brock, I get the impression that it's not a full, 60-foot right-of-way, that it's a narrow dirt road of some description, but my understanding is your car was blocking that road. Is that correct, Ms. Brock?
It wasn't blocking the road. They were still able to get around my car.
But it got towed by the sheriff's office because the sheriff's office determined it was blocking the road. Is that correct, Ms. Brock?
It doesn't block the road, but if they determined that it was in the road, then that's their determination.
But it got towed.
Yes.
Is that where you normally park your car?
I started parking there after they were sitting outside blocking the entry and exit way to my driveway. Both of them, Mr. Cheney and Mr. Heath, were in the road right here, parked. And I went out there and I asked them if they could move their truck because they were blocking the exit from me being able to leave my driveway. Because this is the layout of the road right here. This is the public road, and this is my driveway down here. Well, Mr. Cheney was parked right here, and I wasn't even able to leave my driveway. So since then, and since he sits at the end he sits in this spot, staring down, looking down the driveway, I made the decision to park in front to where I could walk in the front of my house and go in through the front door to prevent them from watching me and being able to block my car in and prevent me from leaving out of my driveway.
When did that allegedly occur?
What?
You said they blocked your driveway. When do you say that happened?
Guys, do you think she put this chair like that to block them from her? Look at that. I didn't even notice that. Sorry.
I have it on video, but I don't have the date stamped on this picture.
Before
I don't want to give you a date right now, but I'd have to look on the security camera footage.
All right. Does anybody else have anything else they want to tell me? Yes, sir, Mr. Cheney.
The day she's talking about, the Jehovah's Witnesses was in front of her fence. I pulled up to talk to Heath on his side, and that's the only reason she couldn't get out, because the Jehovah's Witness was parked there, and I couldn't back up in the roadway. So I told her when she come out and she says, "Move your truck," I said, "Why don't you go back in the house and call the sheriff?" I couldn't back up because the Jehovah's Witness was there talking to Wayne, and the lady was talking to her, and the two gentlemen was talking to Wayne, and I was just standing there listening because I couldn't get out. So that's untrue.
All right, folks, a couple of things I want to say. Now, I realize this situation out there it's gotten out of control. I think everybody would agree with that. regardless of how I rule or don't rule or decide or don't decide. I don't want anybody to walk out of here today thinking that just because I signed some piece of paper, it's going to solve everybody's problem. Because you all are still going to be living there.
I've already moved, Your Honor. I just want to put that on the record. I've already moved. I do
When
not
did you
live
do
there
that?
anymore. A couple days ago. So
Oh,
I don't live there
okay.
anymore. I own the house, but
Right, I think you
Yeah.
told me that before, but
Mhm.
you've gotten all your stuff out of it now?
not all my stuff, but I live elsewhere. I'm getting a
Okay.
place elsewhere to avoid all this situation.
All right, well, let me finish. Of course, I have not met any of the three of you, and I only met Ms. Brock just for a few minutes, and I pointed out to her one thing, and I'm going to point it out to you, is if you look on the paperwork that you filed, Mr. and Ms. Heath and Ms. Cheney, the paperwork that Mr. Cheney, the paperwork you received, the magic word there is temporary. These things are designed to do one thing and one thing only, to keep, I started to say, warring parties away from each other. But it's not permanent. They have an expiration date, maximum of 12 months, unless you come back and file something else. But it doesn't solve the problem. It's a temporary solution that's designed to do one thing and one thing only, is cool the temperature a little bit so that cooler heads can prevail and some permanent resolution can occur. And Ms. Brock, it doesn't really change my thinking. The fact that you say you don't live there anymore, that's one permanent solution, okay? Live somewhere else. Well, if that's what you're doing. But in any event, I always tell folks that because I want you to understand these things are not designed for the court to run your lives. I don't know if you read all this stuff, but I'm not going to say the court has unlimited discretion as to what the court can or cannot do, but it at least will make everybody's life very uncomfortable, put it like that, because you are constantly having to look through this paperwork and determine, well, is that judge going to send me to jail if I violate his order? And just to be blunt about it, it's a miserable existence having to check a piece of paper that some stranger, because I don't think I know any of you, that some stranger signs that has the authority to tell you how to run your life. Okay? It's miserable. And I don't know if you read it in great detail, but there's all kind of stuff in there about the restrictions that the court can put on the court has the discretion to confiscate firearms, to order.
I can guarantee you, Judge, none of them read that paper. Not one word of it. None of it.
For you to not approach the property line, to do all kind of ridiculous, stupid stuff that is absolutely miserable. You can't live like that. That's why it's temporary. It's not designed to solve the problem. It's designed to calm everybody down so that a permanent solution can be found. Okay. 999 times out of 1,000, situations like this result in some sort of domestic dispute that's gotten out of hand. Partners, spouses, significant others, things like that. And none of that applies here. It is practically impossible for me or any other judge to impose any reasonable restrictions on next door neighbors because you live there. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, Mr. Cheney, on the one that I signed, I struck out the provision about staying away from Ms. Brock because it's impossible to do. You live there. You have a common, you have a common property line. All right. Now, I think Judge Burton on yours, she put on there 50 yards, I think. And then that's totally her discretion because I didn't hear what you said. I don't know.
How far the house is apart?
Okay. Well, obviously she determined that you live across the street. Okay. So that's more of a fitting requirement. But, I mean, I live in Eastman, and Eastman's not much bigger than McRae, and, you're going to run into each other everywhere. One thing I've learned from doing this now for almost 11 years of sitting up here
Rockaway.
if you're trying to avoid somebody, the first place you're going to see them is at Walmart or at the grocery store. I mean, it's just the way it happens, okay? And it's almost impossible to make it work in these small towns. It's just, you can't help but run into each other. So I deal with this a lot, is what I'm trying to say, but it's usually in a domestic situation where there's been some real violence, where somebody got really hurt. Okay, that's most of what we see. And for what I'm about to say next, I don't want anybody to think I'm taking sides or that I'm picking on anybody or that I'm none throwing any rocks at anybody. Okay, but this one's not quite. None of these two are as clear cut as what I usually have to deal with, where one party, the aggressor, has, I'm going to say a bad word, has beat the snot out of somebody else. Okay. That's most of what I see up here.
Objection. There was no bad word in that sentence.
And most of the time, there's criminal charges that have resulted from the thing, or a divorce or something like that, where law enforcement gets involved. All right. Now, Ms. Brock, I know you've made these reports about the burning and all that other stuff. That's not before me today. This is a civil matter.
Mhm.
What you're talking about is an environmental, regulatory, or even a criminal matter. That's not before me today.
Georgia.
I'm not here to make any rulings about what somebody is doing on their property is legal or not legal. I'm not going to make that determination today. It's not only perfectly legal, it's a constitutional right to have firearms, all right? Unless you've got a conviction for a felony or something like that. These are closer cases, all right? You got every legal right to burn trash on your property out in the county as long as it's not an environmental hazard. And I don't know, Ms. Brock, it might be. I don't know. Okay.
What did you say? To burn trash? You have the right to do
I said to burn trash. If there's an environmental issue, that's another story. Another agency does that, not me. I'm not a cop. I don't have arrest power. I don't make determinations as to who gets arrested and who doesn't.
It's illegal to burn household trash.
Well, you may be right, Ms. Brock, but what I'm trying to tell you is
It's Telfair County.
I can't make that determination sitting here today in a civil case. If you're alleging some illegal activities going on, there's other remedies for it, but this ain't it, is what I'm trying to
Oh,
tell
yeah, I
you.
understand. I was just bringing that into, because they were saying that I was in the railing and stuff, but I was out there taking
You got to,
pictures.
if that's what if you're going to run that rabbit, then you got to do that somewhere else. I don't have the authority to do that
I have.
sitting here. Okay. Now, I'm not inclined to just pop something off from the hip. All right. I know the tensions are high. I can feel it. All right. I see these a lot. I feel it. There's some real tension here. And to my surprise, I'm amazed there hasn't been some sort of physical altercation that hasn't occurred out there, or wherever out there is. But I will say this, Ms. Brock, it does appear that you have removed yourself from that situation. And
Definitely.
I mean, my
Not
personal
so
opinion
much,
is irrelevant,
Judge. Hold
but
on.
that's probably a wise thing to do.
Mhm.
Okay.
For our safety, yes.
Well, that's your call.
Mhm.
All right. Well, here's what we're going to do. I just got a message. Apparently we're done. The other case is resolved.
And she said that she wanted to announce the settlement to you.
Oh, they're coming anyway at 1:30, but we're not having a hearing. Okay.
Judge, can I say something
Yes, sir.
about the EPD?
About the what now?
She called.
No, I'm not getting involved with that.
What I'm gonna say is, we got a letter cleared us
Okay.
that
Well,
we was not doing.
all right. Well, either way, it doesn't have any bearing on my decisions. That's completely irrelevant to me. I don't have anything to do with EPD. Okay. Now, back to where I was about the tension. I can feel it. And I'm going to think on this for a little bit before I make any determinations. That's what I'm going to do. In the meantime, everything's going to stay in place just the way it is.
Supposedly, anyway, she gave the judge pictures of an appliance that this guy shot.
And I'm going to excuse you all at this time. Now, here's how we're going to do it. And I know it sounds petty, but I don't want any problems. I can't tell you how many times I have a hearing on one of these things, and somebody in law enforcement come running in here and tell me the parties are brawling out in the parking lot, okay? When that happens, somebody goes to jail. That's the only promise I'm
We
going to make
love
you here
to see
today.
it. We love it, love it.
So here's how we're going to resolve that situation. You can call the clerk's office later today, and I'll have my ruling in with the clerk's office, Ms. Royal's office, and you can communicate with her office about getting your copy of the orders. But Ms. Brock, I'm going to ask you or instruct you now to go on, exit, process out of here. Don't hang around out in the parking lot. You go on and get out of here. And Mr. Cheney and the Heath, I'm going to ask you to wait about 5 minutes, and then you process on out of here.
Would you like a copy of this stuff?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
But what about that defense attorney?
I do not.
Yeah, I've
You
turned it
answered
over
my
to the
question that
FBI, so.
You answered my question that they did not trespass. Okay, so
Okay.
I have no doubt that you're gonna, that video shows them on your video, but that's not the point.
Okay,
Okay, the
yeah.
point is, did they trespass? And you said no.
Yes,
all
they
right.
did trespass.
So, Ms. Brock, you go on and leave, and then Mr. Cheney, and then Mr. and Ms. Heath, you wait about 5 minutes, and that will conclude the proceedings for you today. All right, you're
Okay.
all excused.
All right, thank you. It's been turned over to the FBI.
All right, that's it. Well, I guess,
Sir, the only thing
no, we're done. I can't talk anymore. She's gone. I can't have any more to do with it. Well, but you don't have to stay there. You can go sit out there in the audience. Right. I was just reading that. So she doesn't want you here? I guess they're all three going to be here, is the way I read that. Is that what you read it? The mother and the petitioner? Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll be back at 1:30.
Hey, we're gonna need all our bail.
Need who? No.
Judge, do you want me to just go get lunch and come back just to be on the safe side, or?
I'm trying to figure that out. I guess we're probably better, since I don't know what's gonna happen, so.
Okay, that's fine.
Sir?
Yes, sir.
Off the record,
No, Mr. Cheney, I can't do it. I can't do it.
I was just gonna say it's a waste of time for the sheriffs to come out. They got other.
It's over. She's moved, it's over.
That's the best thing ever
Oh, I wish I could follow them out to the parking lot. You know, she's still there.
Real music, electric guitar, a speaker.
I don't know what she's saying. Something about an electric guitar and a speaker.
Hey,
And he shuts it off. Rude, Judge. Rude, rude. So, yeah, she moved. I don't believe that for a second. She's still there, and she's submitting stuff to the FBI. So even if she did move, she's still messing with them. She is the gift that keeps on giving over and over and over again. Yep. Let's stay in Georgia. Let's stay in Georgia for a minute. Listen, I can't remember his name, but she's gonna say his name a couple times in this clip. Now I need you guys to remember this judge's name because there's no way I'm gonna remember it. And then the next time I put him on, people in chat are gonna be, hey, what's the name of this judge? And I'm gonna be like, I don't know. Instead, I'm gonna be like, look at chat, they'll tell you. So get ready, write it down or something. I'm not going to.
Be careful sitting down, that chair will roll.
So,
Okay, slide up to the table. There you go.
I guess you want me to dismiss it.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm good.
All right. Are you Christina Bradley?
Yes, sir.
Miss Bradley, you were sentenced here in this court for possession of hydrocodone, cocaine, and theft by shoplifting back in November of 2017. Is that right?
I think that was in 2019. I'm not sure, Mr. Judge Reeves.
Okay. Well, I'm just looking at the paperwork here, but
Mr. Judge Reese. Like Reese's Pieces. Now maybe I can remember it.
they now are, apparently you've had 2 prior revocations. You've been sentenced back to the PDC, also been sentenced back to prison. They now allege that you have committed the new offense of criminal trespass, a misdemeanor over in Hinesville.
I was sitting at a store like this, at Schumann store like this, Mr. Judge Reeves. And in Gun Ranch, I was just sitting there. I wasn't doing nothing wrong.
Okay. Well, all right.
I was sitting in a chair just like this at a counter.
Okay. Ms. Payne?
Your Honor, when I spoke with Ms. Bradley earlier in the week, we talked about this that she's telling you now. So she admits that she was charged with the misdemeanor. But
Anybody can be charged.
right. So, I mean, that is a violation. She was charged with the misdemeanor.
No, it's not a violation to be charged.
Okay.
I've tried to explain that to DCS for 17 and a half years now.
She has,
Am I right?
but she does agree that she did not leave when she was told to leave.
Okay, she was in the
That's what I'm
store
trying to get
and
to.
she was told to leave and didn't leave.
Yes, Your Honor, and
Yes,
she
sir.
was arrested, so she didn't know she wasn't supposed to be there. There was a sign saying that the store was open.
Yeah, they didn't tell me I wasn't supposed to be there. I was just sitting there, and the lady told me to leave, but my mom lived down the street, and I was scared for my life. And they didn't. I called my friend, and he was gonna come get me to leave, but
So
Okay,
that's why
I understand.
I'm not wanting
So
to
y'all got some
deny.
proposed resolution?
We do not have an agreed upon resolution. Because of her 2 prior revocations and she's committed another crime and she's not paying her fines and fees, the state is asking for 170 to 180 days in the PDC.
And Your Honor, I'm not sure why Ms. Bradley wasn't at some point already on the mental health caseload from my interactions dealing with her. We're requesting credit for time served, let her back out on probation. She's 33 years old. She's been in jail since July the 6th of 2024. She's been trying while she was in Alto the last time she got her GED. She's trying to make what efforts that she can, but she's limited in her abilities to,
She's not on the mental health caseload?
no, sir.
Well, shouldn't she be? I agree with Ms. Payne. Let's put her back on that caseload and
yes, Your Honor.
time served and get her on the mental health caseload and see if they can help her. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes,
Yep.
sir. I will. I'll do a good job.
Okay, you do the best you can, okay?
Yes,
Try
sir.
to follow all the rules and just do the best you can, all right?
I won't go back to that store.
That's a good plan. Don't go back
I
there.
won't
No.
go back to that store no more.
Yeah, that's a good plan. Thank you.
Just come with the deputy, okay? Be careful, get
That's Georgia. Georgia had a good day today. There's more, but I don't have it for today. But boy, did Georgia have a good day today. Oh, no. I just feel like this stream might go a little long. Unless, okay, it's already been an hour. Let's go ahead and do an hour of Fleischer, and then I'll save the 4 days on meth for tomorrow. It's a good one. It's a good one. Or we'll have a 3-hour stream, and I can't have a 3-hour stream because I got to get day 2 out. Maybe day 2 and day 3 out. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it's 5:22. I might be able to get 2 days out if I, okay. All right, here's Fleischer. It's time for Fleischer, guys. We miss him, but we don't because he didn't give us a chance to miss him. He's been in chat interview. Oh, poor guy. He works hard, doesn't he? Doesn't he work hard? They're great. I mean, did you see my thumbnail? There's just that little family. Trey's even in it, but Steven's not in it. Ramona's not in it. Logan's not in it. Pavel's, never mind. It's not the family. It's just, 3 of the kids. But still, it still felt good. It looked good. All right. Fleischer.
No, not the drop down. I don't
Melissa,
even.
Trey.
This?
Yeah, you done reading it?
Yeah, but I don't want to forget about it.
It's
So,
already
you know
on
what?
the, I already
Steven,
put it on the docket.
You don't-
Pavel, Logan, Jason. Who dat? Who dat? Yeah, he's running all over the place. He's awesome. You too. I love your boss so much. High security, love.
Trim? Okay. What is it? Is it 2 UCW? Come on over here.
Carolyn, his shirt says NASA. I know you were going to ask.
Why is it we can't get you to show up?
I didn't even know I had court. I've been showing up to my bail's buying and asking them when is my next court date. They only tell me about the felony courts. They never told me nothing about the misdemeanor.
So you're now going to blame it on your.
No, I'm not necessarily blaming it on them.
No, that's exactly what you're doing. You're saying that because they didn't tell you the date of the misdemeanor court, that's why you didn't come.
I didn't know.
What kind of excuse is that, Mr. Trim?
It's not, but it's the truth. I didn't know. Like, I've been paying out this money. I don't want to just try to keep coming out money, you know?
What's going on with this felony case?
Oh.
I'm not talking to you. Our case numbers are 246-3504. You've missed court so much. I've set both of your bonds at 15,003. And I don't know if I'm inclined to take these deals today because that enables you, tells you it's okay to continue to miss court. And then you just plead guilty and you walk on your way with convictions. And it's not okay.
Judge, it looks like on the felony case, on at least on the settings, that really didn't much movement. They booked them quite recently, actually. It looks like, because they filed it with no arrest, so the 2B back in August. They heard PC back in June 30th, about a month ago. And
what is it? What happened?
It was a sweepstakes scam where the allegation is he scammed elderly individual for $48,000.
$48,000
happens to everybody.
Yeah, so that's why it's charged with 30 to 150,000. The amount was 48,000.
How did he scam them allegedly?
It's sweepstakes scam, Your Honor. So the defendant instructed the complainant to purchase cashier's checks of various amounts, and then the money would be deposited into the Sweepstakes. Deposit to the.
People in this day of age still fall for these kinds of things.
Yes, sir.
Yikes.
And,
Unbelievable.
well, someone who's 85, may, yeah.
An 85-year-old out of 40, how much? 48? $48,000. And now with us, you pick up an interference and a tampering with the government record. And you want me to just let you go, Mr. Trim? Really? Abel, I don't know, man.
Walking away with a conviction on this case.
That doesn't, I mean, that doesn't make me feel better though, you know, and I get the idea that we just want to move cases, but sorry, I can't, Mr. Trim. I can't in good conscience take this. It just.
Judge, will you allow us to withdraw the case?
Yeah, for sure. I understand. I'm sorry, Mr. Trim. I'm not gonna just perpetuate this over and over. You know, I'm all about moving cases. I truly am. But you've taken off on us repeatedly, over and over and over. And the fact that you tried to deny it by blaming your bonding company, coupled with the fact that you have this open felony where an 85-year-old, I'm not going to accept this plea. I'm sorry, Abel, but I will allow you to withdraw your plea. And I'm now taking you in. He goes with you.
Judge, you
I'm
wouldn't
sorry.
consider reinstating the bond?
I'm sorry?
Would you not consider to reinstate the bond?
No. Reinstate?
Yes, sir.
Cute. I truly love you, Abel, but ixnay on the reinstatement A goes with you. Sorry, Mr. Trim. I'm not done with this.
So is the lawyer's name Trim? Abel Trim? Abel Trim. We have to try to remember that, guys, because I just keep calling him Clark Kent.
Hi. Hey. Okay, tell me how's Mr. Bonilla doing?
He's going up.
Come up, Mr. Bonilla. Oh, he's here. The social worker's here. Where is that her? Ma'am, are you here for Mr. Bonilla? You want to come up? Don't be afraid. We're truly happy people, you know.
Judge, you just sent a guy to jail. No one's coming up.
Switch, guys. Switch. Thank you so much. So good to see you.
Morning, Judge.
Is it, Mr. Bonilla? No. Is it good? We will soon find out. Because I don't know.
Thank you, Kit Kat.
Thank you so much for coming. We're happy to have you. So the deal is this, is we have quite the history with Mr. Bonilla. And I'm not down with him just running on the streets, using a bunch of dope and doing nothing with his life. It seems that he has no structure now. Seems like he's got a mom that probably wanted him at one point, but now has probably had enough of him with either the drug use, lying, cheating, stealing. So she's all in all basically just put him out. I probably just can't handle you anymore, Mr. Bonilla. You know, I can't imagine how well you must treat your mom, right? So we've had one case after the other with him. And I want to make sure, number one, first and foremost, that he's not using any dope. Number two, that he gets a job, because he basically sits on the couch wherever he is and does nothing all day. And the problem is that the mind needs something to do. The mind needs engagement. When you don't do that, you become self-destructive, negative thoughts, negative energy, define the need to go do something. So you're going to go out into the street and perhaps do things you shouldn't be doing. That's what happens when your mind is not engaged as it should be. Did he drug test today? How did it come out? Wonderful. That's a great start. Great start. Where are we now? I think at the last time when we were here, we had set this off because his issue was that he couldn't get an ID, couldn't get a birth certificate. And I think that that's where we last left off. What can you help us with?
I was able to help get him a hot ID, which is with the homeless outreach team with the police department. So it's a ID that can help with homeless services. So food stamps,
wonderful, great
services like that. So he has that. And I'm connecting him to Operation ID, which is another application that we'll have to fill out, but they'll help him get his actual Texas state ID and birth certificate. So once we submit that application, they'll call him in for an interview. Once he completes the interview, then they'll be able to move forward.
When can we do that?
I was going to do is submit his application today.
Wonderful.
I'm not sure what their turnaround is sometimes to schedule the interview. I can call them and see, but sometimes it could take 5 days. Sometimes it could take 30 days. I just have to.
Wow, that long.
Yes, but hopefully it's sooner than later. But yeah, once we can get that interview scheduled and he can go and get the interview, then they can.
I think
move
that, I mean, that's the real barrier in your case is you need your ID.
Right.
Once you get your ID, that's when you can start applying for jobs and really doing things. She's helping you get food stamps. You can get food. Can we, what about housing?
He is an independent living facility, so he's not in the streets. He's been there for about 6 weeks now.
Great. How's that going?
It's going pretty good. I got back on my medicine, but I think I'm gonna stop taking them because it's making my speech, I'm slurring.
It's okay though. Who prescribed that medication to you?
The hospital.
So why stop?
It's making me slur and my speech is going bad. It got worse last time when I was taking it and I wanted to get bad again. I could barely talk. Like my friends could barely understand me.
Perhaps we can switch it. You know, with the medication, the way it works is there's always a side effect. You have to find the medication that works well with your body. They all have some kind of side effect, one thing or the other. The idea is to find the right one with you to where the side effect is something that you can deal with, you can cope, that doesn't interfere with you. So we need to get you back to figure out if there's something else that you can take. They prescribed it for a reason. There's a reason they gave it to you, not just, you know, for shits and giggles for no reason. They don't do that. Hospitals, doctors do it for a reason. You know, it's not to hurt you. It's to make things go well. That's why. Can you go back to the hospital? Or how does, you tell me how we can get that to work? Or do you have a doctor that he can see? Is there a clinician or someone?
Not necessarily.
In my housing, there's Ms. Katina, she has this doctor and he's going to come see me. I think this week or sometime this week.
I don't feel very confident with that. Who is this person?
Mr. Tina is like the house manager.
Okay. Well, do you have her phone number?
I got my house manager. His name is Cedric. I got his phone number.
What's the number?
713.
Okay.
702. 15.
And that's Cedric's number?
That's Cedric Taylor.
What house are you in? What's it called?
it's in the Fifth Ward.
That doesn't help me.
It's 4302 Los Angeles Street.
Hello? Four oh three, what is it?
4302 Los Angeles.
Rooming house.
What's it called?
Los Angeles rooming house.
Can you pull up a phone number real quick?
281.
Okay. Okay, let's do this. Can you just give me a second? If you'd mind just probably waiting right here. Give me 2 seconds. Let me get this plea done so I can get the inmate out. You mind really? And then so I can spend more time with you. Just give me 2 seconds if you don't mind. Guys, shifting right over there. Oh, wait, is he speaking English? Luis, great. And then give me, because I'm going to spend more time with you guys so we can get this done. Aaron, who do we have here?
This is Mr. Vasquez Perez.
Vasquez Perez.
Logan.
Good morning, Mr. Vasquez Perez. Can you hear me? Sir, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with evading arrest or detention and failure
That's
to
awesome.
identify oneself while being a fugitive from justice. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine on each. Looks like the reason you are in custody now is because you have, oh Lord, you have holds out of Woodway for assault of a family member. In McLennan County, you have an open DWI first
He's
and
totally
another
obsessed
assault
with me.
of a family member. And you also, in the midst of all this, now have gotten an immigration detainer. So the only advice I'm going to give you, Mr. Vasquez Perez, our cases will be done today. After today, you will probably be shipped off to McLennan County. If you are then shipped off to immigration, at some point, when you get to immigration, if they deport you, before you come back into this country, I would ask for permission. Because if you are busted coming back illegally, the federal government will charge you with an illegal reentry charge, and then you're looking at a minimum of 5 years in federal prison. Do things the right way. Otherwise, you're always forever going to be wearing orange. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you can never change this. You can never undo this. You will be stuck with this.
I'll get carpal tunnel syndrome. Anytime I'm in Harris County.
It will go on your record. As part of the agreement, the failure to ID will be dismissed. You are pleading to the evading arrest. You also need to understand that this will go on your record and it is an enhanceable offense. Meaning, the fact that this evading is going on your record, if you ever run from the cops again, you will be facing a felony charge, years instead of days. Do you understand? How do you plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty, sentence you to 34 days in jail. I will give you 34 days credit. If it's enhanced, it'll be abandoned. I'll roll your court costs so you won't owe anything. And good luck to you, Mr. Vasquez.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, Aaron.
Yes, sir.
All right, come on up, guys. What was the other person that you were telling me the name was?
Miss Katina?
Miss Katina.
Yeah.
Me, Pennsylvania.
That number doesn't work. Logan,
No, it's not, it was on Google.
say it again?
That was just the number that was on Google.
Yeah, let's see.
I like that name. Yeah.
Oh. Yes.
Let's go one more time.
Just said because.
Could you able to find another one? Yeah, I couldn't either. Cedric, this is David Fleischer. I'm a judge here in Harris County. Are you at the Los Angeles rooming house?
I wouldn't answer that question, would you?
No, I mean, do you work there? Which one is that one? Correct. How do you know? Fun, wonderful. That's exactly what I'm calling about. I'm going to put it in a speakerphone if that's okay. All right. I have Mr. Bonilla in front of me.
Okay.
So Mr. Cedric, I was talking to Mr. Bonilla now, and he was telling me that he was taking some kind of medication that a doctor had prescribed him at a hospital, and he stopped taking it because it had adverse effects on him, giving him slurred speech to where he could barely talk. Do you have someone at the Los Angeles house like Miss Katina that can see him, that has a doctor that can see him to prescribe other medication if needed?
I don't. What I can do, I had put him in partnership with Harris Health, Mental Health. I had put him in partnership with them, and I think he said that they came by and spoke with him, and so they will be the only people. They could either prescribe or something different. I know Katina. I don't know what connect she have as far as like medical resources for him.
Okay.
But for them at the facility. But what I can do, I can get her on the three-way on the call now, and we'll try to see if we can. So let me add her to the call.
Great, for sure. Please.
Okay, hold on.
Thanks.
I don't know the answer to this, but is this three-way call going to work?
So I guess let's keep doing what you have in mind. I think that's a great thing. Let's get the ID. And then if you ever need anything, just tell Sonia and we can, any resources you may need, we can try to help you out. I don't know what we can do, but we're willing to be creative to try to help you out if anything that you need. And then the idea after that, we get them a job somewhere. Is that something that you can also help with as well, or no?
I can make him a referral to work
Silly heifer.
for solutions,
Okay.
and connect him to some different employment agencies that help with employment. However, I don't know if they will, it doesn't necessarily guarantee a job. It
Sure,
just depends.
of course.
But there's some, I know there's a few different options right now, especially like picking up after like the storm and things like that. So I can share some of those options.
That would be great, because then you get money. And then you want to work on your music? The only way you can work on your music is if you have money. This is the way that you get the money. That way, when you're off and when you're done with work on the day, you got money and you can concentrate on your music. And hopefully you can become a big star. But to be able to do that, you got to work. And to be able to work, you need your ID. We've given you the tools. It's you that has to use it. And you have to listen.
And I have also, spoken with the chief about his case, and he is willing to, work with Mr. Williams on, the extended PTI.
Great. That's wonderful.
Getting his GED because he does not have that, and, obtaining an ID. So right now, he has a temporary ID
Okay.
that I believe he can use to go get, food stamps. And I believe that will qualify him for a cell phone also, so we communicate outside of email.
Wow.
And-
You're even gonna get a cell phone, man. How amazing is that? You know, all you have to do is show up and try, and things are gonna start turning around for you, Mr. Bonilla. Just, you gotta stay clean too, though. That's the main part.
Yes, sir.
If you can do that, things are looking up, really. Don't tell me you're changed. Don't tell me that. Don't jinx it. Just actions speak louder than words. Don't tell me I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I don't care. Actions dictate, okay? And let's make sure it works. Now, I wanna see if we can get a doctor online to help you with any medication you may need. I don't know. If they say you don't need any, then you don't need any. But the doctor prescribed you that medication for a reason. Perhaps we can find something else. I don't know. Let's see. As far as this is concerned, this is great. And you're really helping out, and I really appreciate it.
Andrea is awesome. Always. Always awesome.
So I don't want to keep any more of your time. But I would say, why don't we set this off a week? And then can you let, I guess, Sonia know about the license and how long it'll take? Because you said a week to 30 days. I'm not going to like set this off for a long time because I want to stay on it so that we can maintain. And then we will set you off a week so that you can come back, test again, and see where we are with the license. Okay? For now, I mean, you're welcome. You're gone. You're great. Thank you so much for coming. You're welcome to go.
Do not
Don't
drive.
go anywhere yet because I want to see what.
Where is his? Okay, because his paperwork is what's there.
Ma'am?
Hello?
Hello.
How you doing?
How are you?
I'm fine.
So my name is David Fleischer. I'm a judge here in Harris County. I'm one of the misdemeanor judges, and I have Mr. Bonilla in front of me.
Okay.
And so he had seen a doctor at one of the hospitals that he had been, and they had prescribed him a medication for him to take. He stopped taking it because the side effect didn't agree with him. So I'm reaching out to you to see if you guys have another doctor on staff that could see him and perhaps, if needed, prescribe him something else.
Dr. Ani saw him. But when he came back out just recently, he didn't get a chance to see him. He wasn't there. That's when he went to the hospital.
Okay.
But this medication right here, Dr. Ani didn't prescribe this. He just got a refill. He just refilled it for him because the paperwork that he came with, this is the medication that he was taking.
What is it? Which one?
He takes Tramadol, HCl 100 milligrams. He takes
Is that the one you don't like?
3 milligrams. He takes, that's Risperidone.
We need to, so he's saying one of those do not agree with him.
So let me ask him this. Excuse me, Judge. Let me ask him this. Is it the medication that he just got recently from the hospital when he went on Saturday? Friday, rather, or is it the medicine that he was taking that he got from Miss Katina through that doctor? Which one is it?
I'm not sure. It might be either one of them because when I was taking it, it was making me slur speech, but it was different medication. It was Ativan that was giving me, but I don't know. It's because it might be any of them, you know.
So I think I'm not a doctor, but I think what needs to happen, I think that because he didn't start telling me he had slurred speech until he actually just told me today, and I'm thinking that's from the medicine he was taking that he just got recently from LBJ when he went. I think that if we pause on that and continue to see, because
he don't have that.
Well, I know that, but no, I know he had this.
I am a doctor because I watched all of Grey's Anatomy, and as a doctor, I can pretty much say don't just cold turkey stop taking antipsychotic medications because some guy on a three-way call just told you it was a good idea. Talk to your doctor.
So he probably hasn't been taking it properly. So I think what needs to happen, I'm going to come. He needs to give me all that medication. We need to lock that medication up, and that way you can stop taking it. And then you only need to be taking the medicine that the doctor has prescribed for you on site. So whatever Dr. Ani has prescribed for you, that's what you need to continue to take. And that way, because he's there to see you, the doctor at LBJ, they just gave you that medicine because you were there in their care at the time. But you're not going to continue care with them. So you don't need to be taking that medication.
Okay. When they give me the shot, it's called Teradol for my headache.
Yes, and so I think let's start there, and that'll solve that issue. And like I said, I'll monitor you every day, and of course, the staff on site will monitor you over there to see, what it's doing. Because I noticed you didn't have slurred speech in any time before. Now, the thing is, and I was just explaining to. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's me. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, so I think
this medication with psych meds, you have to take this medication. You can't take it today and then not take it tomorrow. So it's like when Dr. Ani sealed his prescription, then he missed like 4 days without even getting medication.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't do that, man. Some of these drugs, when you take it, and if you stop taking it, it can really mess you up. You get like seizures, convulsions, all kinds of crazy stuff. If you take it, you have to continue. And when you stop, they wean you off at little.
Confirmed. Judge Fleischer watched all of Grey's Anatomy too. He just confirmed it. Happy birthday, Nicola. Everybody wish Nicola happy birthday tomorrow.
Little by little. That's when you stop it. You can't just stop at one time. That's not the way. You wean off little by little by little. Because if not, you can have seizures, convulsions, all kinds of crazy stuff can happen. So you got to listen to them. Follow what they say. That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
And Jonathan too, you're there in front of the judge, we're all on the phone, we all care. So my thing is at the end of the day, you have to do your part and you have to be honest with yourself. So if you vaping, doing any drugs or anything outside of the medication, you have to say that no one is upset, but we have to know how to help you, get past those things. We can't help you move forward if you're not honest. And if you're going to, still continue to take the medicine on top of vaping, with marijuana, whatever the case may be.
I'm testing him, Mr. Cedric. I'm testing him. I just drug tested him and he came negative.
Okay, good.
I just did it. And every time he comes here now to court, I'm testing him so that we know. And he knows.
But vaping is not going to show up on a drug test.
If it's got marijuana, it'll show. If it's got THC.
Marijuana is not going to show up. If they're taking synthetic marijuana, that's not even going to show up.
Don't be taking that stuff. Don't be taking, don't. That's really going to mess you up, man.
And they were doing that synthetic stuff, and they was having these hallucinations. And
did we just all learn that synthetic weed does not show up on a drug test? Is that what we learned in school today, kids? Yes, that's what we learned. Do I believe it? No, but it's still a nice thought.
Low blood pressures and that's what it was.
Do
they was doing synthetic.
It's really bad.
So it was like when they would do their lab work, it wasn't showing up in the lab.
Will that show up?
Take too long now. We got to send it.
Don't. Send it to the lab now so I know. Can you please? That's okay. Take it because I want to know. I want to know if he's using Kush or anything like that. Are you using that?
No, sir.
Don't. I'm going to test it now.
It was really like,
I'm sorry. Thank you.
It was like messing me up, it was enhancing my voice.
If you think things are bad, that synthetic, the Scheisse will, I mean, it'll completely derail you. Don't. We only want what's best for you, Mr. Bonilla. I wouldn't be spending this much time if I didn't care. You know what I mean? Really. I want to see you as best as you can. So let's do this. Did you get my phone number, Mr. Cedric?
I have it.
Okay. So if you ever have any issues, is this Miss Katina? Is that you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Get my phone number from Mr. Cedric. If either of you ever have any issues with Mr. Bonilla, you can call me and we can talk. Okay? I'm going to have him keep coming on a weekly basis so that we know he's doing well. And I have another helper trying to get him his ID so that we can start getting him to work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Judge, can we have your phone number?
Yeah, that's a struggle. He had a phone. Well, he came to me, he didn't have a phone, and so I got him a phone. and he lost it or misplaced it. So that's a struggle. And I'm working with getting him a phone.
You lost
I
the
told
phone.
him,
How you gonna lose the
you know,
phone, man?
You know, we need to be able to handle your business and take care of your business. You can't have no phone. We can't communicate.
Really? Come on, man. How old are you?
20.
You're not
Tina
10,
P,
man. A
thank
10-year-old loses
you.
a phone. You're 20. Come on. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this case off for a week. We've got a social worker helping with us as well. I'll have him come back in a week, and in a week, we're going to see where we are with getting him his ID so he can start working. He has a temporary ID now so that he can start getting food stamps and other services as well.
Okay.
Just stay clean. That's all we're asking you to do. Take it one day at a time and take your other medicine. That's it. You ever have any more issues, just come back. We'll talk. Okay? All right. Guys, thank you so much for coming in and helping us out.
Can you text me your email so I can email you and so I can get your contact and address information?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you have an email address? And I'll email you. What is your email?
Yes, sir. Yes, it's C. .org.
Okay. All right. I will shoot you an email now. If for some reason you don't get it, just call me back and then I'll try to reshoot it to you.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Miss Katina and Mr. Cedric, thank you so much for helping with us. I really appreciate it. Okay, guys, take care. All right, Mr. Bonilla, you know what's expected of you. Just make us proud. We'll see you in a week. Okay, thanks.
We'll have to do the lab test when he comes back.
It's okay, we'll do it. But can you not send this sample now to get tested?
No, they've already started.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Hey.
Judge, I'm working on a fugitive case, Brandon Robertson, or OB.
Okay.
Judge, I am here asking for a bond so my client can get out and travel to East Baton Rouge, Louisiana to try to figure out his felony theft case out there.
Okay, guys, do you mind bringing out Mr. Robertson, please? We had something else with you today that we needed you. Why else did we need Ricardo today, Vic? Something else. I don't remember.
Probably Ariel for furry.
He only had one for me at least, and we already settled it because he wasn't here, so we were rolling it to Thursday. And he showed up and he was asking for food.
Yeah, that's perfect for me.
Okay.
I believe that's what.
This is the withdrawal? Okay.
I gotta stay away from those. That's right, I asked you about it. Double walk.
Morning, Miss Robinson.
Hello, sir.
How's jail?
Not for me.
Good.
Yes.
I'm happy to hear that. We have you here because you are wanted out of East Baton Rouge, it appears, for a felony theft, right? What kind of felony theft? What, do you have any information?
Statute number.
A statute number? Is he on probation, parole? Do we know anything? Okay. Any prior criminal history?
Just some stuff out of Louisiana, but nothing.
Any felonious behavior?
No, Judge.
All right.
A little bit about my client, Judge. So, my couple things. First, asking him about the case. He is unaware about what's going on with this. It's possibly a mistaken identity. He would like a chance to rectify that and figure out what's going on. Secondly, he is a paralegal here in town with an attorney named Mike Jackson, I believe.
I used to work for Rose Sanders Law Firm as well.
Okay.
Say it again?
Used to work for Rose Sanders Law Firm.
And so
Hi,
he's
Arco.
also, the biggest thing is he's supposed to be graduating from divinity school on Thursday from Baton Rouge. And so it's kind of paramount for him to get out and one, handle his business, but also give him the opportunity to go to this. He's got a plan in place. He's a graduation judge. And so, he's looking forward to it. And so I'm asking for the opportunity for him to do that. I'm asking for a $250 bond if
Tell me about the felony theft.
The felony theft I have no clue about. When the cops pulled me over on Thursday, but I was actually going to get closed for church Sunday, and the cops pulled me over.
Look. I don't want any BS.
Yes, sir.
Like, to me, I just want, don't tell me, what's the word that everybody always uses? I don't want to lie, or what do people always say? It just, look.
Be honest with you, Judge.
That's it.
Oh.
To be honest with you. Why do you have to tell me you got to be honest with me? Just tell it to me straight. I will give you a bond. All I want to know is what's the felony theft about and the amount.
That's what I don't know, Judge. I'm trying to figure that out as well. Something that occurred July 23rd. I've been here in Houston since 2021.
What's your statute?
1467. 14:67.
14:67.
I'm sure would say that this is being reported to the state. Anything about any case?
Yes, sir.
Out there specifics about any case?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Well, it looks like it's around $25,000, probably at a minimum of not more than $50,000. It's misappropriation
Hi,
without violence.
PJ.
So what do you know about it?
I don't know, Judge.
That doesn't help me out.
Yes, sir.
I like to set bonds at, what's commensurate with what you're charged with. And if I don't know, I can't set you a bond.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I don't know what to tell you, but if you can't help me out, then.
Judge, the only thing I would say about that is this is being recorded and it's being recorded and presented online. If he states something about this or says something wrong, it will be used against him. And so
Last month, CJ was Employee of the Month and almost got fired twice.
he's kind of in a bad spot where you're saying, hey, tell me about it. But I'm assuming they're going to jump on it the first opportunity they get. You got a lot of viewers. And so.
I don't know about that.
Please, Judge, I will jump on as soon as I'm out of here.
The problem is I don't know what to set your bond at, Mr. Robertson. I don't know. All I know is that you're charged with theft. I don't know if it's a felony. I don't know if it's a misdemeanor. Or you said it's a felony, right?
Correct, Judge. Also on, I think maybe, well, the detective from that jurisdiction, they also reached out today.
Oh,
they're
great.
also unopposed to a bond. He'd just be asking for 1,000.
Okay. I mean, since I really have nothing else, I'll set your bond at $1,000, Mr. Robertson. I want you to know that I don't play games.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to do this again with you.
Yes,
so if you pick up another charge like this, where you are a fugitive from justice, the next time you will wait until the demanding jurisdiction comes to get you.
Yes, sir.
We give you 2 weeks from the date of your release to go up to and turn yourself in. Is that no bond now? Is that no bond now over there?
Yes, Judge.
That's not.
Yeah. So you have to turn yourself in.
Yes, sir.
If you fail to do this, I will revoke the bond, set it at 0. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care where you're going. I will get you, and this time I will hold you until Baton Rouge comes and gets you.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
The only other thing I'm going to counsel you is don't wait until the last day.
Yes, sir.
Because as Murphy's Law dictates, what can happen will happen.
Yes, sir.
I don't care if Jesus is on the road and prevents you from getting to Louisiana.
Yes, sir.
Don't matter.
Yes, sir.
Did you want to say something else?
No, Judge.
Okay. I'll set your bond at 1,000. Good luck to you, Mr. Roberts.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ricardo. Hey, we have someone in from Louisiana, Billy Bob from Sulphur. Nice.
That's it for the cases. Now we're just watching the family
Jasmine left,
talk.
I think. Bummer. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Judge. Hi, Victoria. Don't worry, Melissa's coming.
Fleischer, president.
Ah, yeah, whatever.
There's Stephen.
You put him on the Supreme Court justice.
Oh, Jasmine's still here? Come on.
She wanted you to wave at her. Hi, Jasmine.
Hi, Victoria. I'm right here, Victoria. Victoria. Rude.
Hey, Linus.
She was late.
Hi, John.
Linus was late.
Linus is never late. You guys started at the wrong time.
Is Linus laughing at Stephen or what?
There's a Steve in chat. Oh, yeah, she said Steven. Yeah, Steven.
Hey, Trey, they all say hello to you too.
Hi, Trey.
Can they see you?
Yes.
Yeah,
Can you
I see
see?
his head right here. Yep.
Where are you looking? Oh, you
At
there?
your
Because
screen.
this is,
I'm looking at him right here.
well, why is
Hi,
this show that?
Melissa.
It's delay. It's a delay.
That, what are you talking about? A delay? That's from,
That's not right now.
It's a delay. Yeah, that's not what I see right
that's
now.
from this morning.
Just move it to the end. Push it to the end, Judge.
Yeah, yours is like.
Oh, look, Alabama's here. Hey, Alabama.
I love this
And this is
too.
really delayed.
I love this.
Sorry, oh, yeah. Oh, because I said she was late. They could call her
Elisa.
Venus out like that. Melissa. Oh, so.
Uh-oh. Hello? Hello? Where are you?
We're right here, Judge.
You're watching what? I didn't hear you. You're watching what?
You.
Is it cake? What is that, a show?
It's
you
oh,
want me to
it's a
pick you up?
cake. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
give me,
awesome.
what time is it now?
12:40.
Give me at least 30 minutes because I'm still at work, okay? All right.
It does.
Right, cake.
Did you make the lettuce tofu wraps? How was it?
10,004.
How was the lettuce tofu wrap?
Okay, Jake, I'll be there soon, okay? Give me half an hour.
Awful.
Okay, bye.
Revoke the PR bump. So revoke it to.
Ooh, no way.
Way.
From Germany here. No way. I don't believe it.
Way. I love it's a cake. I love it. I love that.
Spade says hello to you.
Hello, Spade. Linus wants you to tell her friend Phil happy birthday.
What is this thing that you're doing? What are you doing?
Hey, look, it's right
She's
here.
creepy, man.
It says
Linus, like creeper. What are you doing, man?
Reading.
Are you making fun of people?
Absolutely not.
Dude, you gotta be nice. People aren't gonna come back if you're not nice. you
That's
know?
why they come back.
Oh, Linus, you tried so hard.
They're asking for a happy birthday.
Oh, the fish. Oh, the fish is great.
And then she backed up the bus over top of you.
I didn't see it.
This is the only one that gets it.
Yeah. Well, and no one for that. Yeah, he's just there.
Oh, look, Bill's here too.
Oh, hey, Bill.
Hey,
Bill always tells
Hey,
my
Michael.
friends happy birthday. Kathy, hi, Kathy.
Spade, I'll send you a picture later
Uh-oh.
on Discord.
No.
What?
Is in custody.
No.
Yes.
What? No. Tell me, shush.
We're looking at it.
Yeah, it just got picked up today at noon.
Who was it?
Just say, don't say where, right?
No, we don't have that.
Hey,
Ramona?
Ramona, thank you.
Yes, Judge.
They got Herndon.
She'll bring something.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's-
Today at noon.
I know, finally.
Turned on.
Yeah, tomorrow.
So now, he'll have to just serve the sentence, right?
No, it's on you're denied.
No, it's bond denied. He was sentenced. We gave him 180 days. And did we do any credit?
No, I don't think, I don't know. What is it?
So are they still doing 3-for-1 credit, guys?
They have 6 days.
Even if he's sentenced in trial and gets 180 days, will he still do
Linus.
it?
Still 3-for-1 in county. Now,
Next time Victoria comes in,
well, I understand a judge.
you do it to me, and I'll do it.
No, I'm not, dude, I'm not gonna, that's a dick
I'm just
move.
telling
I'm
you,
not-
no, 'cause that's the sheriff's policy.
That's really
3-for-1,
petty
not the judge's policy.
Okay, I'm not gonna, that's
That's why we
mean,
all get along.
that's
But, you know,
mean, then that's, no, I'm not gonna.
Huh? Let me ask about that, because I don't even know.
This is like never happened like that.
Did we stream that trial?
No,
I
that
don't
was
think
like a year ago.
Because you did on Zoom.
I wish that you guys could have seen this trial as well.
So do we, Judge.
I
So
know,
do
it's too
we.
bad that we started doing it a little bit late.
My bad. Sorry.
Look at
I
Lone
think
Wolf
that I
trying
can
to
see
trick
this
me.
Hi, Melissa.
How tall are you, Bailey? Steven?
is that,
How tall?
depends on what convenience store, but between 6'3" and 6'5".
Did y'all hear that?
What?
No, I'm telling the
How
people.
tall?
Did he
They're
grow
asking
and
how tall
shrink?
Is it, what did he say, 6'5"?
6'3".
6'5".
Hi, Cha.
6'3" without shoes, 6'5" with shoes.
Well, actually, it literally does depend on which doctor and which convenience store I am. One doctor says 6'3", my other one says 6'5". So I just say in between.
I'm 6'6".
You're 6'6" on a good day? Okay, you don't count.
Hey, what does this mean?
What?
What is that?
FOMO, fear of missing out.
I bet Linus typed that.
Yeah, I don't know all the acronyms, not
You
yet.
know, FAFO?
And
Yeah, that one.
there was
that one
something in
I've
his packet.
Finally learned that one.
You use that one frequently.
Yeah. Well, I've never said
No, your actions.
that. That tells me. I'm 6'3" too.
Yeah, sure.
Well, you do say you want to be 6 foot and a full head of hair.
So I got to tell you this story. So I was getting a haircut the other day, right?
We noticed.
And we were talking with the barber, and he's bald, like Kojak, right? And
Kojak.
we start talking about it. He's like, a lot of people get transplants in Turkey. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, a lot of people
Hold on,
get
Jojo,
where they
I'll get
keep
it.
the stuff back here, right? And they put it here, and it looks legitimate. So I'm like, no way, man. Because every time you get plugs and all this stuff, you know how it looks, right? So it turns out the guy next to me went to Turkey, had a full head of hair. He's like, hey man, I went to Turkey and did it. No bull. I looked at him, I'm like, you have a legitimate head of hair, and it looked great.
Well, I guess it also depends on who's doing it. Maybe Turkey has a better.
Jojo, the judge is on vacation this week, so he won't stream. There won't be any streams this week. Yeah, holiday. What Lena said. He's on holiday.
So, and I'm like, how did you even know? He's like, man, I went on Instagram, I went on Facebook, and I just started cold calling, and I just went down there and I
Hi,
did it.
legal.
He's like, and I paid $44,000 to do it. $4,000 to get the, you know?
But what, so you have a big old giant scar back there then, right?
No, I mean, I don't know how they do it, right? But it's gonna go back.
Oh my God. What? Is it today? Is it today the day? Oh my goodness, guys. Happy birthday, Legal Fiction. Happy birthday. Finally. Guys, please go in the comments again. Please go in the comments again. And everybody wish Legal happy birthday. If you have ever seen him in a chat in any courtroom that you have ever watched, go wish him a happy birthday. Please. He provides you so much entertainment every day, selflessly. It will only take you a second to say happy birthday or HB. You don't have to type out happy birthday, especially if you can't spell words. Find the H and find the B and wish him a happy birthday. Legal deserves it. He really does. Or she. We don't know the answer to that.
Right? But he said, he goes, it's, well, for what they did 4,000 here, 20,000. For what they did 4,000 over there, 20,000 here. Dude, his hair looked great, man.
Are you thinking about it?
No, I'm not gonna do it, but I'm saying, I'm like, if I were to do it, dude, his hair looked great,
We can
man.
just buy you a wig.
I'm not gonna wear a wig.
I have a
I'm
wig.
Oh my God, what about those old white? Yeah, the white wigs.
You know how the comb over?
No. The
What's that?
judges that wear the wig.
Oh, come
Happy
on,
birthday,
man.
Legal Fiction.
No, I was thinking, what's the movie with Woody Harrelson where he's a
Today
bowler?
it's your birthday. It's my birthday
All right.
too.
I want to say. There's three with the one thousand. Yeah, that's the new case, and the other two are
I don't know, from Mexico.
All in there.
No, thank you. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go. No, the judicial wigs, yeah, what? Lone
Powder
said.
wigs, that's right. Loan's got it.
What's
Yeah.
it called?
They're powder wigs, I think is what they're technically called, yeah. Kingpin is the movie that I was thinking about, right,
Linus.
Steve? That's right.
That is super sexy. I don't know what it says, but it is super sexy.
Oh, yeah, that's how long ago it was.
Guys,
I
look.
wonder what's his name saying to the jailers down there. It's not me. It's not me. You got the wrong person.
Probably.
Turned on. All right, guys, we got to run.
Oh, it's a song.
All right, bye, everyone. Bye, Jasmine.
Bye,
Stay.
Jasmine.
Lone Wolf. Linus.
Bye, see y'all tomorrow.
Yes.
Did I miss anybody?
I thought it was llamas, but you're probably
Okay.
right. Oh my gosh, she was singing happy birthday to Legal Fiction. That's so cute. Now Legal Fiction has been wished happy birthday in Dutch. In Deutsch. Deutsch, I'm sorry. I said Linus, didn't I? Did I not say Linus? I didn't get it wrong. I know I didn't. My Deutsch is strong. I know one word. Linus. Guys, Thank you so much for coming out today. It was fun. Like, it was fun. I will try to get right now day 2 done and put it out at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. comes day 2, or if I can't get it out, it won't come out. That math adds up. But thank you so much. I have another one tomorrow, 4 days on meth. And then Judge Fleischer again. Okay, I got the first outro ready to go because I'm prepared today. I'm a professional. I hope you guys have a great day. What is today? Wednesday. I hope you guys have a great, great, great Wednesday. Thanks, Ja. Thanks, Nan. Here we go.
Got these lights that ghost digital dreams. Through the screen, her blue eyes gleam. Wicked humor, sharp as a knife. Her stream sparks electric light. Late night when the world sleeps, she's the friend that always keeps. Giggles roll like thunder loud. She stands out in any crowd. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted sharp. In a way, there's no alarm. Freedom tales waiting to the night. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle she lights the way. Her eyes near a sky so blue. In her jokes there's a truth so true. With each string she brings the light. Turns dark days into bright. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted sharp. In a way, there's no alarm. Streaming tales waiting to the night. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle she lights the way. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted sharp. In a way, there's no alarm.